Good morning, everybody. This is Asia Denson with Denson Construction Services and the Detroit Property Shop. I'm here today from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm here on personal and business because today's my birthday. I'm here to give y'all a new update on the current developments in Detroit. I know I haven't done a video in a very, very long time, so I'm going to try to break this up in two parts because it's a lot of information. So, can you see me? Alright, cool. The first thing we're going to talk about in new developments for 2016. Well, some of this started towards the end of last year, so bear with me. The first thing up is Little Caesars. They are building a 8-story headquarters downtown Detroit next to the Fox Theater. And I wonder if that is the reason why my spot, Bucharest, or Bucharest, however you pronounce it, grill, they have the best chicken shawarmas ever in the city, had to move or suddenly close. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Another thing is 18 community colleges. I'm not sure where the locations yet. I have to put information back up. But they are getting $50 million for just skilled trade people alone because there's so much construction going on in the Metro Detroit area that they don't have the people to fill those positions, because you got to remember Detroit is an old city, so a lot of people in their 50s and up are retiring because they've been in skilled trade since probably ages of 16, 17 or something. So the rate that they're retiring, they don't have the people to replace them. I think for every person that retires, they need like 5 people or something like that. That's pretty high. I don't know if y'all know because this is old, but Northland Mall, I think Northland was like the first mall ever in America. They closed a couple months ago. I have no idea what they plan to do with that site. It's a great locations in Southfield, right on the Detroit Oak Park, Michigan border. So I don't know if they're going to demolish it and put some houses there, or somebody going to come and make it a historical something. I have no idea, but I haven't heard anything on it in a minute, so I'll keep y'all posted on that, and I'll make a note for an update. Alright, next they have 58 townhouses planned for brand new development in Midtown. Now Midtown is over there by Wayne State, Warren and Cass area, Woodward, all the way to the Lodge, and going east. That's going east and west, and then north and south would be probably 94 to maybe like Forest, Canfield, or Mack Avenue, that little pocket, because then the Cass corridor starts like right behind that. So that's pretty awesome. That's starting this spring construction for that. The budget for that, I think, is like $10 or $15 million. Hold on, text message. Turn that off. 1 second. Alright. Next up in West Village. Now this is where I live. West Village has always been a great community. Like, it's been diverse. You have African Americans, whites, and everybody. But now you're starting to see more people coming over there, and more like little shops popping up. Like, you got the little old record place there. You got Detroit Vegan Soul. They have like awesome vegan food, but cooked more like on the soul food side. So that's kind of cool. And then you have I think Sister Pies is over there too. I haven't been there yet. I heard they're pretty good as well. Also in West Village, I've seen this, 2 family flats in the last 6 months. Now these family flats was like on their way to demolish heaven. They were on their way. Somebody then came and jacked that son of a bitch up, rebuilt the foundation wall, put all new glass block windows in, new vinyl siding on the house, new roof, new plumbing, electrical, HVAC. Like, this house got the worst, and I mean, it is beautiful. They did some type of chocolate brown and teal color, like a dark teal combination. Like, one day I'll ride by there and take a video or some pictures or whatever for you all, because it's pretty cool. But anyway, they're planning to build a 68-unit apartment condo building right on the corner of Van Dyke and Jefferson. If anybody knows that corner, it's pretty big, because across the street you got I think the UAW headquarters is right there, or one of their main offices, but important. You got some older apartments right there, and it used to be like a bake/flower shop right there on the corner, a little pizza spot. So that's going to be pretty awesome for my neighborhood. All right, next up for auction, the Fisher Building and the Con Building, I think, went up for auction. It was a former office spaces. They had an online auction for it. I don't recall the sale price, but if you go to my Google Plus page, Denson Construction Services, everything I talk about, I always post the links there and on my Facebook business page too, and my Instagram. Some recent sales in those neighborhoods for those type of properties was to the Bankers Trust Company. That was for $3 million. David Stote Building was $13.6 million. And Brewery Park sold for $9.5 million. So Detroit's coming up, so you better get in where you fit in while you still can, because these prices are already going up. I'm gonna say at least in the last 2-3 years, I'm gonna say at least 60%. And I've definitely seen an increase in demand, like good demand for good rehabbers, like good contractors. So I'm busy now as far as construction because I always stick to quality. I always offer superb customer service with my clients. Like, any of my clients tell you I get on their fucking nerves. Like, you gonna hear from me. Text, email, Skype, Facebook. You gonna hear from me from the beginning of that project till I get my last damn check. And even after I get my check, I'm gonna follow up with you in, let's say, a couple months just to see how everything is going. Because, by law, I have to give a 12-month warranty on all my, rehab. So, and then if something does happen during the warranty and it's my fault, I'll come back and fix it. No problem. So, ask about me. I'm hot out here. All right. Next up, Detroit got this new parking meter system. They developed, I think I started seeing it this past summer around like August or September. It's all right. I mean, I guess I kind of understand why they upgraded, because the meters were old as fuck. And like, they were always broken. So this is personally happened to me. I had to go to traffic court so many times because these assholes would give me a ticket. And I'm like, how you gonna give me a ticket and the damn meter's broke? So, of course, I had pictures because technology is awesome. And I will always win. So, that's great. But anyway, it's parking by license plate. So, it's this nice little fancy-ass meter thingy. And you put in your license plate number and you pay at the little kiosk. And you can pay with your debit, credit card. And I think you can pay with cash via coins. I'm not sure if it takes, like, cash as far as bills. So you put in your license plate. They also have a mobile app where you can do it online, and it's like it's tell you what zone you're in, and that's that. So I guess it makes it easier for them to give your ass a ticket. You can't sit there feed the meter no more, because I think now it's really only a 2-hour limit depending on where you're parking, maybe a 30 or a 60-minute limit. Stupid, right? They plan to roll out throughout the city, I believe, towards the end of March of this year. Because at first I just seen them downtown, so I haven't seen them like in any other neighborhoods, just mainly downtown. So I guess this is like a test run pilot to see. I think the next area they're going to go is the 7 Mile Livernois Quarter, because that's a huge business district in Detroit. You got Cuzzo's restaurants, a lot of boutiques, a lot of mom and pop stores over there, and it's real heavy. So I'm pretty sure if they're not there yet, they're coming y'all way, so be ready. All right. Next thing in developments, we got Lafayette Park. They already started construction on this maybe 2-3 months ago. They are building 12 studio apartments and 66 one-bedroom apartments and 107 two-bedroom apartments. A lot of fucking apartments. This is on St. Alban and Lafayette. Like, it used to be some old, like, projects there when I was growing up. I remember they tore them sons of bitches down at least 10-15 years ago. And I always said this was a good spot. So I'm kind of glad they're putting something back there, because it's just a big piece of land. And then across the street, you got a nice little shopping center. You got a grocery store. You got a great Thai place. You have a Urban Soul, some type of soul food place. I've never been there. And then you got a laundromat. So whoever owns that fucking laundromat, I know they're fucking shitting bricks of excitement, because that is so much business that they're about to get. Because this apartment building, they may have washer and dryer hookups in your unit, or they may have a little mini laundromat on site. But if you're going to have over 200, residents living there, it's going to be a lot of arguments over damn laundry. So you can just walk your happy ass across the street and put your shit in the coin laundry. Amazing. Ally Financial. Now, I don't know if you know who they are. They are the big financial company here that finance pretty much damn near all GM cars. Like, one of my cars was financed through them. Either you use Ally or GMC Financial. And they just moved their headquarters into Dan Gilbert's One Detroit Center building downtown. So, that's kind of awesome. Next, you got Hudson 2.0. Now, this is going to be a mixed-use building. It's supposed to be 250 plus apartments of a total of 225,000 square feet. The building, that's the total, I'm assuming. Mixed-use space, either commercial or retail, and it's going to have 900 parking spaces, which is great for downtown because now Detroit is popping on a handstand. It's hard to park down there now, which is kind of cool, so I'm proud of where my city's going. All right, the builder of the Fisher building, or some builder, I forgot their name, they moved back from wherever they were in the burbs back to the downtown area. Well, actually, they moved into like midtown, New Center area. They've been out of Detroit for 87 years, and they moved back to the city. That's pretty cool. And they have like a lot of contracts in the city, so I guess that's why to stay busy they wanted to give Detroit, you know, a good boost for it. So they moved to the New Center area, which is a nice area. You got Henry Ford Hospital there. I think Detroit Police Headquarters are right there on Grand River and Woodward. And New Center area goes from, let's see, whatever street that is where the police station, not the police station, the train station, it's like a White Castle across the street. Pretty much from the opposite end of where it said Midtown was, where it stopped at 94 on Woodward. Pretty much on the opposite side of 94 on Woodward is kind of much where New Center starts. And then it goes up to maybe wherever that Burger King is, going north and south on Woodward. And then going east and west will probably be Woodward and the Boulevard to past Henry Ford Hospital. So they got to be like Grand River and the Boulevard up in there. That got to be New Center still. Let's see. Check that off. Oh, they got a new mortgage program. A 0 down, no fees, new mortgage program to help new homeowners rehab a house, because that's been the issue in Detroit. Detroit has always had fantastic prices for their houses. Like, I mean, shit cheap. I've bought houses personally myself for $5,000 and resold them for $17,000-$20,000, and I didn't do jack shit to it but go in there and clean it up and make it look pretty and nice. And not the best neighborhoods, but pretty okay neighborhoods where, hey, I can rent this out and still get $700-$800 a month. I've done that. I'm currently doing that. But the issue has been, like with the land bank, how they wanted you to buy this house from them, rehab it within 6 months, and bring it fully up to code. And the land bank was figuring out, like, hey, people are going over this deadline because that shit is expensive. First, that means you got to hire all licensed contractors. So that's a licensed mechanical, that's your HVAC, your heating and cooling. You had to hire a licensed electrician, a licensed plumber, and a licensed builder. Me. So licensed people are going to cost more because they got to do everything up to code. And then on top of that, the code has just changed. It hasn't been the new Michigan Builders Code since 2009, and the new book just came out. So I have to order, and I think the new code takes effect like February 15th something. So I got to see what has been updated on the builder side. But I also like to look at the basic mechanics of all other trades, so I know what the hell they're doing on my site and make sure everything's right, because at the end of the day, if they're wrong, I'm wrong, and all that shit falls on me. And my philosophy is the less liability, the better. So anyway, back to this mortgage program. They're giving you money with no fees on the, or I'm not sure how that works, if it's based on credit or what, to pretty much give you a 2 or 3K type loan to help you rehab your house. Because you can buy a house for $1, but that son of a bitch needs $100 grand worth of work. I've seen it happen. Especially these older big ass houses like in Boston, Edison. I've submitted a bid for $170 grand. It's a 6-bedroom house, 4.5 bathrooms, about 5,000 square feet. When you walk in, they shit in there, but the original hardwood on the floor and studs. Yeah, so that's about an accurate bid. I think the value, how they're doing it, to give people the money since the value of the houses are not there yet, what they're doing is multiplying the value of the house by 150%. So if your value of your house is 35 grand, they're timesing that by 150% to give you a rehab amount. So that's kind of sweet. So I hope that works out for a lot of people, because most people don't want to really live in their houses they're rehabbing. They just want to move in and put their shit up and go about their business and get their furniture. All right. Detroit Old's Chinatown is seeing a revitalization now. I'm from Detroit, born and raised. So I don't know when the fuck this Chinatown place was in existence. Maybe it was before my time, or maybe it was during my time and I just never knew about it. So I don't even know where that's at. But anyway, a new Asian restaurant is coming to that area. And a little history on Old Chinatown. It was demolished in the 1950s. so the Lodge Freeway could be, pretty much built. And then they moved that area to Cass Corridor, but not Cass Corridor is Prostitute City and Drug City. But that is changing because the new Red Wing Stadium has broken ground, and that's coming up. And check this out. If you go on Zillow right now, it's a house for sale right next door. Like, this is, okay, where's the map? Like, this is the house, and right here is the new Red Wing Stadium. That house is about to, like, blow the fuck over. If you go over there and spit on it, that shit is going to fall to pieces. They are asking $3.95 million, and they fucking might get it, which is genius. So they bought that house, I think, 10 or 15 years ago for whatever they bought it for tonight. Talk about a come up. I hope they get it, because the Red Wings, Mike Ilitch and them, they need that property, or at least that land, I'm sure, to expand however they're trying to expand. Or they can fix it up and make it a little mini hotel or something, because all those old apartment buildings around there, they're starting to revitalize those too. So that's awesome. So whoever the person is that owned that fucking house, I think it's like a duplex or a triplex. It's a big old stupid white building. It looks like a Adam family house. It's pretty spooky if you ask me. That's awesome. I hope you get that almost $4 million for that shit. Go man. All right. Last we got coming up, we got a new Nike store coming downtown Detroit. That's awesome. I don't think it's been a major retailer downtown since I was a kid. So that's pretty awesome. I'm not really sure for the date, but I do believe it's this year. And then once Nike announced they were coming, Under Armour announced they were coming to the city too. They haven't said a location. I don't know if it's going to be downtown, midtown, or New Center, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of the three. Redco. They plan a $150 million redevelop of former prison site in Northville. Now, Northville is like the Metro Detroit area, like pretty much the suburbs. So I have no idea what they plan to do with this old prison site, but I don't know if I would personally want to live there, but if you make it luxurious and beautiful, somebody will live there. So go you. And last up from now, we got $61.3 million mixed-use development coming to Brush Park, which begins this summer. Now, Brush Park, if anybody watches Rehab Edit, I fucking love her show. She is the bee's knees. She just did a huge redevelopment there. I don't know if it broadcast in Detroit yet, but she had an open house. I think you had to bring a donation, like a canned good or monetary. I'm not sure, because I didn't go. And I kind of wish I would have, but it was just too many damn people there. But she rehabbed an old mansion, and I think she converted into a 3-unit townhouse. I have no idea what the asking price was on that, but it is beautiful. It's beautiful. So now what they're about to do is start redevelopment back over there, because before the Detroit just went to shits in like 2007, 2008, they were already starting to do some development over there, but they just stopped. So the ones they stopped, they got to go in there and see what damage is done. He's talking almost 10 years ago, and now they're back on the market at $300,000, $400,000, $600,000. Crazy. So those are all my current updates. Again, you can see everything I just said on Google Plus, on my personal page, Asia Denson, my business page, Denson Construction Services, and my other business page, the Detroit Property Shop. Now, the Detroit Property Shop, I'm going to do another YouTube channel for that, so I can kind of start separating the two. And on that one, it's pretty much just all my properties I have for sale or that you can buy. Want some with tenants, without tenants, because some people like a turnkey property. Some people want to get their own tenants. I'll do whatever you want. As far as real estate goes, I don't care. I'll go find it. So keep two separate, and then talk more about Detroit real estate. But they kind of go hand in hand, so sorry for the merge. Also, my business pages, Detroit Property Shop and Denson Construction Services, and my Instagram, Denson Construction Denson Construction Service. I'll put everything in the comments and on the screen. I'm learning how to use this iMovie app. It's kind of awesome. So anyway, have a great day. I'm going to enjoy my 33rd birthday. Yes, I'm 33. And you all have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay warm or cool wherever you are. And have a great day. Be safe out here in these streets. Deuces.